Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Music Firsthand live streaming showcase. I'm your host, Chris Petrovka, and we're here in Austin, Texas. I'm super thrilled today. Our guest is Darja, and she's fantastic, and you're going to see a few of her songs as well as we get to talk with her, but I'm really glad to have Becky Jo Neal back with us. So Becky Jo.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. I need the community service hours. I'm super excited to be back. This guest and I am really stoked to show everybody. Last week we got to interview Nicole Wagner.
That's right.
Who is equally as wonderful and talented. So check that out. It's on YouTube now. Yeah, that's back on.
It did get out of hand, so yeah, check it out.
Just a little.
Yes.
What's new?
We covered unicorns, we covered
panties.
We covered a lot of strange stuff. So you should check it out.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about it. You should definitely check it out.
And the likes and shares, right?
Yes, we survive on that. We need that. If you can, we need a bunch of subscribers on YouTube. Please come click and subscribe to that. Like and share every video you see because it means a lot to the artists and everybody affiliated with them. And it means a lot to us that you're watching. So let us know that you're watching and fans of the show by commenting, liking, sharing, asking questions for Darja. We love that shit.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a great show. And please send in your questions online and your comments. They're feeding me through the interweb the questions here.
The magic of the internet.
So send them in, and we'll ask the questions. So should we move on with the show?
Yes, please. I want to introduce Darja, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo! Woo. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is I'm gonna be playing Feed first. It's a song that I have a music video for. I released it last year. This is Feed. Will you ever understand that you're no less of a man if you treat me with respect? Was your daddy the same way? Is that why your mama didn't stay? And your heart is such a wreck. Oh, it was probably my fault. I kept passing you the salt for you to taste all my wounds. Can feed your hungry appetite. You'll never be satisfied till my soul is underground. You love your punching bag, so sweet and fragile, to throw all the problems that you just can't handle. You get this, you can't resist, to throw your fist in the shape of the words. I take the shot with a smile as if it hurts. Oh, does it hurt? Oh, does it hurt? No. Well, you're my misery and I'm your company. We're a match made in heaven. While I justify actions you glorify, my morals seem so foreign. Oh, your psycho games of who did what, pass the blame, twist the plot. I left my courage on the shelf. Oh, but one day I'll be strong enough to stop playing along, and I'll relearn to love myself. You love your punching bag, so sweet and fragile, to throw all the problems that you just can't handle. You get this, you can't resist, to throw your We discuss my broken dignity turns into dust, and then you grab my waist to feel your lust, and in the dark my heart is left to rust. You love your punching bag, so sweet and fragile, to throw all the problems that you just can't handle. You get this, you can't resist, but one day I will let you miss and let your words hit the wall. And when you fall, I hope it hurts. I hope it hurts. Yeah. You love your punching bag, so sweet and fragile, to throw all the problems that you just can't handle.
Our live studio audience loves that song. Yes,
Living.
I love that song too. I was fortunate to be at the video release party at the Craftsman, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
A year later.
That was a packed house. Dr. Joe played as well.
Dr. Joe and Eric Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah, two
Who
incredible
shot the video? Did you
musicians.
who shot your music video?
Friends. I have some incredibly talented friends who just love doing projects and love being creative.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey guys, I'm kind of thinking about doing this thing. They're like, cool, let's do it. Let's go thrift shopping and let's create all these scenes. And yeah, it was great.
So cool.
It's a great video. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
We watched it actually. We watched it together
It
today.
is a great.
It was great.
It's fantastic.
No, I
yeah.
really love it.
And the song too, it's also a little bit, I like because it's got some edge to it, and it's a little dark and stuff. I mean, the chorus,
great.
I love that. It's my kind of music. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you'll hear everything I write is dark.
Yeah, which I love. Yeah.
Right. Why do you think you resonate towards the sort of dark? Because when I was listening to you, it's it's poppy, but it's transient, but it's lyrical.
That's a good question. She's getting good at this. You don't need to send any more questions. Those of you online,
But please help.
please send any questions.
I just draw more from the bad times.
Okay.
You know, I feel like I'm a very happy person, but I can also get super dark, and I don't really show it. It's just something here, and I just resonate more with that than writing about rainbows and butterflies. I try. I really want to have a happy song. There's so many notes in my phone and just unfinished songs that are shit, but are about happy things. And I'm like, no, this is.
I feel like most, even all artists kind of deal with that. The reason they're doing what they do is because they want to explore things that they can't really communicate with in other ways. So they use their talents, and it seems to be it's a lot easier. You are a super, but we've been hanging out for the last half an hour, and she's super sweet and bubbly to get into the dark. I love it. I think it's amazing.
Is it cathartic then for you as well?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I would write about something, not realizing that I'm feeling like that, and just then
With giving a name to it.
Yeah. But I've also written about stuff that I don't know anything about. You'll hear one song, so it's dark, but it's you'll see.
But that's good. I appreciate that transparency as an artist, because sometimes you're listening to an artist. We were talking about this earlier about with comedy, right? And sometimes when people start to talk about things, or an artist will perform something and speak about something that maybe they don't have experience in, right? Yeah. So that's great too if you can write something that maybe you don't have direct experience with, but have a perspective on, right?
Yeah, or to find your own personal perspective in it, because though it may not be something you've ever personally experienced, your job as a lyricist and an artist is to explain how your vision would be. And I think that the mark of a real I like that you're everything I do is a little dark. It means you know your brand. It means you know where you're going. At least you can I mean, it's pretty evident in your sound that it's like a formed kind of, like I'm going to say like transient again, probably 14 times.
Yeah.
I'm going to get like, just have a tally, ding, every time.
Give a like every time transient comes up. Yes.
Or don't, just murder me for not getting a thesaurus before this. I'm not getting shit over now.
And the other thing I got to bring up, so you posted the best photo on Instagram today.
Yes.
I never even heard of this thing. Okay, so there's this thing called the Slob Squat.
Okay,
apparently.
I just want to say I was very self-conscious about it
Oh, okay.
because I've been like following the trend online. I'm like, okay, this is like a cool thing, but like I'm not cool. Like I don't own a tracksuit. Like I got my first Adidas ever for free because they were free. So, you know,
I think most people who have Adidas probably got them for free. It's tracksuits, yeah.
I like it.
Okay, all right.
All my Adidas is hand-me-downs. We didn't know if we could afford that.
There you go.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I went to this event with my friend and I just like felt like taking a lot of pictures and I felt ballsy and I was like, let's try the thing. Like let's try the trendy thing. And it took me 5 different shots to like do the cool one.
Okay.
You know, the one that I
It was
actually
probably the
posted.
camera angle. It definitely was not the squat.
No,
That's
it was
true.
the squat. It was definitely.
You're gonna blame it on the MySpace angle, like no,
No.
perfect, just right.
Can
Do
we
you wanna
get
try it?
can we add them to the bloopers actually? If we get those the other photos would be great. Of you doing the awkward slob
Honestly,
squats.
there should be more. Like I feel like I'm gonna mess this up. Like we really wanted to attempt it.
Oh, do you want to do it? Can you show us how to do it? I mean,
Yeah.
you had lots of practice.
Sure.
We
Hey,
should.
if you just
Only
tuned
if you
in,
do it with me. 'cause
I'm doing it. I'm committed. I've already stretched.
all right, folks at home, if you just tuned
haven't
in,
eaten in
okay,
half an
you
hour.
can practice this at home. We're gonna try the slob squat. All right, I'm down
Slob
for this.
squat.
Slob
Hashtag
squat.
slob
Okay,
squat.
let's slide this out of
Yeah,
the way.
for safety. Safety first.
All right, let's not get me hurt.
Okay, so
We're doing the slob squat.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Zone.
So how do you just slide it like
So you
do
just-
the?
You just squat, right?
You just squat. Okay.
Did you do
It's like,
squat?
so am I doing it now? Oh
No.
Okay.
You have to do it with some finesse, right?
I think that's more
Maybe angled.
Asian. Okay.
Well,
all
you
right.
look so white right now.
So do I
This
take?
is
I take. Look, I take
insane.
one lower, like, and I do this
And
thing.
then, yeah.
I'm
like,
falling.
Like yours.
Oh.
Do I make a face?
So cool.
Do I tighten
Yeah.
my lips or anything? Do I do like a pucker?
Dropping the hottest
Okay.
album,
Let's do it.
2018.
Cool. This is the slob squat, people.
Slob squat.
This is why you watch music firsthand.
My ass is numb.
I can't feel my legs. We're gonna do the rest of the show
I'm just
down
gonna
here.
sit and like, oh, wait, hold up.
I think I
There we go.
pulled something.
I
I'm
definitely-
pretty sure I pulled something.
Well,
Okay.
now now we've got our
That
yoga
was-
in for the day.
That was great. So those of you at home, if you enjoyed that, please don't
burns.
try it. That does
I
hurt.
haven't done physical activity all day. No.
You must work out a lot in Serbia. I don't know how I do
Is
that.
that even? No, I honestly don't know if it's like a deep like plie. Like I'm ballet trained, and that.
I definitely need to do that in a tracksuit, man. I think
I
think
need it. I just
You
need a
need to do it.
tracksuit.
Yeah.
I think
think
that's
I-
more important. I just need. a
I'm pretty sure I ripped something. So let's.
We were talking about
Serbia.
Like she is Serbian. We were also talking about the annoyance that she
Thanks.
feels and faces with people. Like it's not necessarily an annoyance, but it's just a frequently asked question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into that?
like, are
Yeah,
you?
so
Yeah.
for example, I went to this party a couple of weeks ago, and there's, like I went alone and I didn't know anyone. So cool, I'm gonna meet people. And
Yeah.
like one of the conversation starters is like, where you're from, like what do you do, but like where you're from. And I taught myself to just say like, oh, I live in Austin, which doesn't answer the question, but it kind of like is misleading,
There's the
And-
accent. They're kind of like, oh, what?
Yeah,
You're
but then,
from
like-
Boston? Yeah.
It's weird because I'm sure everyone can hear it, but then they're like, oh no, you don't have an accent. And I'm
What?
what?
Are they like, you're from South Austin?
Like,
Right. Is that Butte?
Is that a Buddha accent? Yes.
but yeah, every single person I talk to asks me so many questions about Serbia, but it's not even that. It's just like everyone asks the same questions in the same order.
Oh, what is it? You gotta
It's
tell
like,
me.
oh, where are you from? Like Serbia. Okay,
Okay.
cool. And then I think they're trying to like picture it like on the map,
Okay.
and I already know that that's like they're just like it's a mush. Which
You already
like,
know they
that's
wouldn't be able to
fine.
Are you
Point it
saying
out.
Americans don't know their geography? Come on.
I didn't know. No.
And then sometimes I'm like, instead of trying to explain it, I'm just like, I pull up Google Maps and I'm like, this is like, it's here. Like, this is, I'm not being rude. This is
That's
just
awesome.
like, I'm a visual learner and I want to show you,
Yeah.
you know? And then it's just like, what do you speak? Like, what's the difference? And like, there's so many differences. It's a whole nother
the
country.
difference?
Yeah,
That's
what do
funny.
you mean?
You need
The
to
difference.
Like,
You should, yeah.
I think the real thing we need to know is that
Where to start?
Americans have no idea about any other cultures. They just ask the most like broad umbrella questions, like "What's it like?" Like what? What do you mean? What it's like living in another country that you've never had the balls to, or like time and or energy to research?
yeah, and like, it's fine. Like, I don't mind if like no one knows anything about Serbia. Like, I don't know anything about a lot of stuff. It's just all of my conversations are the same. It's just like different people, and I'm not meeting people. I'm like giving Serbia lessons. So
You need like some sort of like just a card or some sort of like merch piece that you could just hand out.
that's my thought. I'm gonna print out a thing with all the facts.
Right, like you were
And
talking
just,
on
like,
your
hand it
Facebook,
out.
like you need merch ideas. We
Yeah.
were like stalking her earlier. We're like, well, what merch ideas can we
A
present
T-shirt,
to her?
right? I think
T-shirts,
T-shirts
right?
is a good idea. We just
Like,
have Serbia and
yeah.
there's facts about Serbia.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
And I mean, it might be rude, but whatever.
No, I think it's not rude. Honestly, I would buy that shirt just because I'd be like, yeah, I'm with Darja. Screw you, I don't know, non-knowledgeable Serbian question askers.
You should put that on your T-shirt.
Yeah, just a big on no spaces, just all those
Yeah,
words.
just one.
Ding, ding, ding,
one
ding,
thing.
ding,
There's
ding.
a hashtag in front.
Stop asking me about Serbia.
That's
Hashtag.
good.
Yeah, I like that. I might start that.
Are there any good stories around the awkward pickup lines though when they find out like, oh, you're from Serbia? So do they try to pull anything weird with that, or like is any good stories there?
Do you like
don't
people
Creepy
are like, ooh,
stories?
I like an accent now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Oh, I
yeah.
get a lot of
You
accent
get that?
stuff.
Okay.
And I get a lot of, well, not a lot, but like, I feel like sometimes when people don't know how to react to something, they make fun of the accent.
Oh, that's even worse.
And I'm like,
right,
oh,
yeah.
that's okay.
Uh-huh.
I
No,
don't
they're
know
just
how to
doing because
pronounce
they're
that word.
embarrassed. Yeah, they're embarrassed. They don't know anything about Serbia. And they're like, I'm just going to make a really racist accent. Hopefully she giggles her way through it and then asks me on a date about
So
it.
they do like an impression kind of thing, right? It's like, so they sound like Latka from Taxi, or what do they do?
I mean,
Oldest reference.
yeah, like I'm not really.
Hey, I'm the old guy on the show, so if those of you at home who know Latka from Taxi, if not, YouTube it.
I'm 12.
I'm telling you,
I
Andy
have no
Kaufman was the
idea.
best. All right, so
That's too good.
yeah, that's always pretty bad, but you know when you have to pull that. Sorry, I got a follow-up question. Is that can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of which, so the pickup lines are you? Boyfriend, dating, what's going on?
Boyfriend dating.
Okay, cool. All right. Both took care of that.
See?
And
Boom.
how is that different in Serbia? I'm just kidding.
What is
Actually,
Tinder
it's
in
different. Like I can go into it, but like it would be a whole nother show of, you know.
Oh. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to learn about
Yes.
dating in Serbia.
Oh,
Real
sorry.
House Girlfriends of Serbia. I hate that. Love in Serbia. I'm going to call VH1 tomorrow. That's happening.
So is he watching the show tonight? Is
He's
he?
at a rehearsal, but he knows
Okay.
that he needs to tune in after.
He
it's
needs to
done.
send in
You're
some
dating an
questions
artist?
here. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
man.
that okay?
You're right, we
I
need
have
a
been on
show.
both sides. I have dated both artists and like people who are so horrified of being in front of people that they like will literally won't even come see me.
Yeah.
What is the biggest pro and con of dating an artist?
I mean, it's all pros. It's
All
Oh, that's
pros.
so cute.
no,
You're
I'm
so
serious.
nice.
It's like you get each other and like you're going towards the same goal and like you both have an outlet and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry I can't do this. I have a show. They're not gonna get mad. You
Yeah.
know,
Relate,
like they
yeah.
like
That's
we're
true.
both
I never thought
understanding.
about it like that. Yeah, that's true. They understand it more.
Yeah,
yeah. The lifestyles.
And he's a drummer, so he's playing with me. I'm like we're trying to do like a duo thing. So everything you hear tonight is not what I'm gonna be sounding like soon.
Yeah, it's different, right?
So yeah, it's really fun to make art with someone you love.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's so
That
adorable. I really
is
want
really
to
nice.
cry. I was
I don't
like,
even know what to ask
don't have
after
any
that.
jokes
Yeah.
about that.
And now maybe it's a good transition.
Other
to,
than my love life, that's the joke. I was like, what's it mic. Oh, well, you're in a fully functioning relationship. That's fine.
And on that note, it's a good time to hear another song from Darja.
All right.
Let's do it. We're going to cry on each other's shoulder over here. And
Probably.
After that great story.
Damn it.
That was good.
That's so sweet.
I'm drinking Topo Chico all night, and there might be some burps.
I thought you were going to say sponsorship.
Yeah.
There you go.
Burps brought to you by Topo.
Burps with Darja.
This song is called Lonely Boy, and it's another sad song
Yes.
about love. Add some oil and light up the matches. Watch the burning gold as I pick up the ashes on the ground on my knees. Listen to the sound of the burning leaves falling down. I heard you are a lonely boy, although you broke so many hearts. I heard nothing can make you stay, although you're always around. They say you have the sweetest eyes, but every time I look at you, those deep sky blue cry pain and fear. My lonely boy, my dear. Lonely boy, you don't need to act so strong. You don't need to play pretend at a place you don't belong. Oh, lonely boy, I've seen you pack your bag. If you leave, I'll be left in tears, waving the white flag. Heard you're a lonely boy living in a shade. Heard you're wrestling with your fears and your soul starting to fade. Lonely boy, you don't need to act so tough. I know that bluff, I use it too. It will never be enough. Oh, lonely boy, please don't leave just yet. Before you go, share with me one last cigarette. Heaven knows I've tried to teach you how to love. Heaven knows the tears I've cried to the saints above. But now I know I'm not the one to blame. 'Cause now I know you'll never lose the lonely from your name. Oh, lonely boy, I heard the footsteps through the door. I'm messing up the note you wrote, crying on the floor. Oh, lonely boy, lighting up another smoke, healing what you broke. I heard you are a lonely boy.
I had a question earlier because when I was listening to when I first found out we were going to be interviewing you, I really wanted to hear obviously what your sound was like, and we talked a little bit about this earlier. It's clear that like you have classical training, that you've been doing this for a long time. Your talent vocally is immense. So I would like to know like what do you have to say to people who like discredit sort of pop or I guess like more poppy vocalists? I mean, like I feel like a lot of people talk so much shit about pop music and the vocalists involved.
People
When
do
like,
that?
I mean, like, but I mean, you're looking at like there's like Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga are like really talented vocalists, but people discredit them because of the genre that they choose. Like, how would you think about that?
I had to struggle with that too. So I started playing piano when I was 6, and I've been doing classical music for 12 years until I was 18. And I always loved pop music, but I just never thought it was like a thing to, after practicing my sonatas, to just like play a pop song that I like. Right. I don't know. It wasn't, like I had like my music that I loved and then my music that I did.
Okay. Yeah, good way to put it.
And then I started thinking, when I started thinking like what I want to study and what I want to do with my life and blah, 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 I was like, okay, maybe I should try jazz because that's cool.
The mid-ground.
Yeah, that's right. It's a step more.
Stepping stone.
Yeah.
And then I did jazz. And then I realized I really wanted to do songwriting after like my first couple of songs. But that didn't really work out. So like jazz was my ticket to America. I came to Texas to study jazz piano performance. Wow. And that's when I kind of got into the whole of like being fed that like everything else sucks and that jazz is like the genre of like entire,
like jazz culted.
Yeah. And I mean, I never actually felt that way. It was just this pressure that like everything sucks and like pop, like 4 chords, that's lame. Like, you know, you don't have a augmented 5. I don't know. It just, and
sounds like pretentiousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I lost out on like I don't know what was popular between 2012 and 2016. Like I have this gap.
Like a jazz blackout.
When people are
blackout.
like showing
Overdose.
me songs that are kind of popular, I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Like I love pop music and now I listen to everything, but I just have this gap, So,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like, I don't know, listening to your stuff, it was just like pretty clear that you're a songwriter and an artist, and a pop musician doesn't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
And what year did you come over then?
2012.
2012, okay. And so you did not have to jump over the wall, apparently. Because
No.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Not even the figurative one. Oh,
Okay,
that's
good.
lucky.
I'm
That's
good.
good.
I'm glad that we got Darja in.
we saved.
We're good.
This is I actually we started doing this last week, and it was apparently so fun and amazing. Thanks, Mom. My mom likes to watch the show. It's her favorite thing to do is to call me on Sunday and tell me what I did wrong, and it's great. But she
we just
always
learned about
has-
this last week, by the way. She threw this on me. I was like, hey.
Yeah, she's been very vocal about my presence on this show, and she always has the best questions to ask because she doesn't watch a whole lot. It's honestly, it's coming from nowhere, which is why I love doing it. Love you, Mom.
This is like the rapid fire segment,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So we're going to rapid fire some questions sent from my mom. Okay. These are all questions that my mom's, I called her earlier today, and this is what she would like to know.
I can see her sitting at home being like, okay, so now Becky Joe, you're going to ask this, and this.
Well, I called her 20 minutes ago, and she was like, I got another one. I was like, all right. So...
We need a
Questions
name.
from
We need a
Linda.
name. There you go.
I know,
you
we
got
need
it.
a segment.
But
I want
that
a
could be good.
sign.
Yes.
Linda Hughes.
Mom Linda.
All right. Mom Linda, question number 1. The worst date you've ever been on?
Oh, I didn't know it was a date.
Oh, that would be bad.
Surprise date? No.
Answered.
Right. Do you have, my mom, this is the most mom question she's ever asked.
Okay.
Favorite teacher and why?
Oh my God, I do.
Yay, I love this.
It's my piano teacher.
Aw.
When I was in high school, my high school piano teacher, she's just an incredible human being. And
Piano teachers are all
What's her
cool.
name?
Her name is Milica.
Okay.
Milica Vasiljevich.
Oh yeah, Claudia's all over that. Totally giving shout outs.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The favorite age you ever been?
Right now.
I love that.
Oh,
That's a
good
one.
answer.
Your
That-
first kiss.
On a fortress
What?
in 7th grade.
What's happening in Serbia?
fortress?
A fortress?
Was this
I
like
love
one you
that.
built in your bedroom?
Yeah,
One, like,
no.
a fortress?
No, it's a real one.
A real.
It's a,
Damn.
Well,
Okay,
can't-
I have
no
so
one
many
can top that.
follow-up
That's
questions.
pretty
to that.
cool.
Can you keep a houseplant alive?
a house what?
A houseplant.
Oh, plant. We'll see. It's alive. Yeah,
It's
we have
trying.
one, and it's my roommate's, but I like taking care
Oh,
of it.
good.
So.
To
There
be
we go.
determined.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
a nurturer. Okay, name a food that you despise.
Oh my God, does cinnamon count?
Yeah. Ugh.
Really?
Right?
Dude, I'm not in. No.
I'm
Allspice,
sorry.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon candles make me want to throw up.
Yes. Thank you. When
Holiday candles.
like from October until like September until like January or February, I just like hate
Wow.
everywhere
Like a
I
gas
go.
mask?
Yeah.
Cinnamon haters. Our social media master, Claudia, right now is like completely having her repulsion because she is like the cinnamon queen. I mean, like we'll make oatmeal or something at home, and we'll be out of the
Oh my
big
God.
bottle of cinnamon.
Yeah,
it'll be gone.
my roommate makes like oatmeal or something like
Yeah.
that in a crock pot, and she leaves it overnight, and
oatmeal?
she
Oh, cinnamon?
puts cinnamon, and then the whole apartment smells like it.
Oh, wonderful.
No, cinnamon brooms, like you know what I'm talking about, like the scent. It's like potpourri that they wrap into a broom, and grandmas put it in their bathrooms to gag children to death. It's the worst. It's the worst thing.
When
in the
I
world.
get sick, Claudia
It's
just
so
tells
bad.
me to have some cinnamon. I mean,
Well,
that's
it's got a lot of healing properties.
See?
It does
No,
a lot
ew.
of things for your
No.
metabolism.
I
Get that
refuse.
shit away from me unless it's in a hot tottie. Like unless you're putting whiskey, lemon, and honey around it.
all right.
That's
Good
it.
question,
Okay,
Mom.
sorry.
You created some drama.
Right.
Okay.
And then next, I have three more.
Okay.
Death row meal. So like the thing you would eat on your for your last meal.
Oh, it's my mom's. It's like meat. It's okay. You know that.
It has no cinnamon in it. We know that.
It's
Okay.
It's like a piece of meat
meatloaf? Meat,
that
A
has
roast?
meat roast?
maybe because there's like cheese and ham and bacon inside of it.
Whoa.
And
a roulade. No? Like
no,
a stuffed
but
thing?
it's you know those things in nets that it comes in like in a
Animals?
net.
Small animals?
I'm thinking like chicken parmesan, like chicken cordon bleu is what I'm thinking of.
I don't know
It's
what
like chicken wrapped with like.
Like you gotta
ham
have
and
it in a
cheese.
net because it'll fall apart. It's so like,
No, the things are inside.
oh, you lost me now.
It's like a stuffed piece of meat with cheese and like it's
Wow.
It's
that
amazing.
Sounds, okay.
and then
sounds
there's
good.
like
That.
potatoes and just
We're gonna have to Google the recipe later.
yeah.
We'll send it out to
Stuffed
you as
meat
you're
thing
watching.
with a net and
Okay.
cheese. Just Google later. We have to post the recipe below. And the last two, what is your spirit animal?
Oh.
I lion.
Lion.
Oh, I
Just
can
because
see
it's
that.
my
Like
favorite
that.
animal, so
I can see that. Okay.
That's a good one. And your spirit ice cream flavor.
ooh.
If you were an ice cream flavor,
Okay,
Linda's insane.
I have like a tactic the way that I eat ice cream.
Okay, I like this. This is the beginning of something great. I can feel it.
So I love strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give up chocolate. And I love the stracciatella, like the vanilla with chocolate chips in it.
Yeah.
So I always put strawberry on bottom, stracciatella in the middle, and then chocolate in the beginning because I never know what chocolate's gonna be like. So if it sucks, I have the other two to like,
That is genius.
you know, be like fine.
Yeah.
And then
smart.
if it's amazing, then
That's
it's just like
true.
amazing
It is
ice
like
cream.
the most volatile of all the flavors. On
Yeah.
this. Strawberry is always going to taste like strawberry flavoring.
Yeah.
It never tastes like an actual strawberry. I would be hard pressed to
That's
find
true.
that ice cream that tastes like actual strawberries. Chocolate's
yeah,
like,
this is just weird.
Chocolate
Yeah.
there's like so many different flavors, and
A follow-up food question we got online actually came in from Mario. So, is there a favorite American food that you you didn't have before that you fell in love with when you got here?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't don't know.
Stumped.
I like just like panic and say something with gravy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, something with gravy.
Something with a bone still in it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Super
maybe like
American.
ribs, but I've had like ribs in Serbia,
Sure. But here.
like La Barbecue ribs.
Ah, okay.
You know, we were at
Our next
Quickie
sponsor.
Picky today, and they just put La Barbecue in.
That's true. Yep.
They did.
Yep.
It's true. It's true. It's true. There's one on Cesar Chavez.
So
They
another
exist.
sponsor.
So-
Here we go. Uh-huh.
Or you could just bring ribs. We'd take ribs.
Is that? Oh, that's good.
Why didn't we?
You're welcome.
This is what happens. Music
Thank you.
firsthand, making
Yes.
food sponsors happen. Thank you, Daria.
Ribs firsthand. All right, is that all of the Mom Linda?
That was all my Linda
speed questions?
That was all my Linda questions.
Thanks. And send in more questions online. We're asking them here. Can I ask a serious question?
Yeah.
So let's talk about 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a great song. It's
Thank
on
you.
Spotify right now.
Yeah.
That's right. So who produced it? How did it come together?
So when Feed came out,
Okay.
my friend Casey Long, who I think you know her.
Yeah, Casey's great. Yep.
She was like, hey, I have this, like my producer friend likes Feed and he wants to work with you. And I was like, okay. And we just went up to his house, which is his studio, and we're kind of like, okay, let's see what happens, and started writing, and that's how the song came to life. His name is Moe Moses. So the three of us wrote it. He like produced it.
Okay.
So I never know how to like announce that in like one sentence.
Yeah.
But that's
It's a collaborative. It was a team effort.
yeah.
It's man, that chorus is so catchy. It's a
Thank
great
you.
song.
Thank you. Yeah, I was working a different job back then, and it was kind of about. I didn't hate my job, but it just wasn't. I just felt like I was wasting time.
Right.
Right.
So
A lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah,
a lot of
I
times
mean-
they're out working. Yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of people are not pursuing their dreams, and
Yeah.
they're just like stuck.
For safety,
And-
yeah.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, the struggle being so real.
Yeah.
People are like, well, I'd rather just like want to kill myself in a cubicle than
Yeah.
struggle
it
artist
sucks.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick one.
But it is a trade-off, right? Because it is a struggle every day, right? I mean, just
Yeah.
to come up with the money to fund yourself, to
I mean,
do
I
things
still
produced.
have a 9 to 5. It's just
Yeah.
I work in a music management company, so
Cool.
it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, you're saying
relatable.
it,
You
yeah.
know, I'm
how you know what you're
learning
doing.
and I'm in the
Yeah.
industry.
With So Far Sounds, which does a lot of great house shows for
Yeah,
people.
well that's volunteering,
Yeah,
but
okay.
that's like a third thing that I
Oh
do.
my gosh, you are a superwoman.
Right, no kidding.
Because I see your So Far posts, which
Yeah.
are great, so I know you're involved with them as well.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
So Far Sounds, who those of you that don't know, is an organization that has secret shows at unconventional venues.
Cool.
So it's always like a living room or a backyard or like an art gallery. It's just like a bunch of places you would never think a show would happen. And you don't know who's performing until
Yeah.
you get there, and you have to be on the list, and like you have to apply. It's like this whole
kinda
secret
fun.
thing. So
Yeah.
so check it out.
Sounds from a room. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I feel
it's-
like I was just talking to a friend of mine about this, like the difference between an experience of house show, sold out stadium,
Yeah.
bar show,
Oh my god, those are the
and then like, you know, like basement. I mean, like there's so many different.
yeah.
How do you like navigate through
Mm.
being able to like play to an audience or play to a house? Because that part, it's like a
Yeah.
it's an audience member in itself, the
It's-
building and the venue.
Like you need to know, like you need to know where you're performing, like what kind of vibe it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like all of these songs and my older stuff, and like especially when I play solo, that's for
Like a tighter,
like a So Far, or just like a house show,
Yeah.
or like a chill wine night. I don't know, but
That's fun. Will you play my next wine night? Oh guys,
That's
But
a great
wine night
idea.
brought
You
to
did,
you by
and
Daria.
you did a great house show that I was at as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Lisa
The
House,
Benefit, yeah.
who also is one of our sponsors and supporters. So Lisa House Photography. If you need any sort of wedding, events, engagements, just shout out for Lisa. But you played her house show, which was fantastic.
yeah, thank you. Yeah.
That was really good. And it is a different feeling. It's like that connection.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get out of that and play more. Well, not get out of it, I still want to do it, but I just want to be able to perform for larger
Yeah.
audiences, like make them dance and, you know, perform at 1 a.m. and not like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
that's
I totally dance to your music. I would like absolutely go to that show. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, midnight Darja shows, boom. Oh yeah, your sound is so dope. I would love to like be in a dance hall full of a bunch of people listening to that. I think it would be
Thanks.
pretty smooth experience.
And don't want to miss this too. We were talking earlier when we were meeting. We were getting together. We're so excited to have you on the show. And but we were talking about 9 to 5, right? And it
yes.
conjures up like the best Dolly Parton you could ever think of, right?
I asked her earlier, I was like,
we were
are you
like-
familiar with the musical? And she said, I haven't seen the musical, I know the song.
Yeah.
But in the musical, it's Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton, which are like 3 of, as a theater person, my favorite human beings on the planet. But they're just like really talented, powerhouse, boss bitches.
Yes.
So if you could form your own 9 to 5 crew with 2 other like super strong lady musicians that you like are inspired by, like who would you make
We're doing a
Darja's
remake of
9
the
to
movie.
5?
Yes.
Yeah, you just pick your 2 favorite, like 2 musicians you think that you would like be like the best supportive. Let's kill our boss and then write a musical about it.
9 to 5 remake.
Yes.
With Darja's song.
I'd pick Sarah Bareilles
Yes.
Good.
because I
Yes.
I grew up on her music and she wrote a musical. So,
Yes, she did.
You know, we
Oh,
would
she
have
did.
that.
Perfect.
You know, yeah, she would do all the work.
Okay. Oh yeah, she's a really talented
Oh my
songwriter.
God, yeah.
That was like my 6th grade life was Sarah Bareilles. Yeah. Love Song was my 8th grade anthem for
Yeah.
sure. And who was the other
Yeah.
3rd?
I would probably pick someone I know so that I feel comfortable, which is Casey. So you know.
Okay.
See, I like that. She's a thinker. Gotta pick someone who's comfortable. I can't just like all of a sudden show up, hey, Sarah
Yeah, I
Bareilles.
can't just like write with 2 of my idols. Then I'm like,
Just sit in the
Yeah,
corner.
because it's your show.
yeah,
It's 9 to
yeah,
5. Yeah, so.
Oh man.
And we got a question online too. So from Mia Merrick, what's one of your best memories since you've been in America?
oh,
Good question. So many,
so many.
except for the blackout jazz period.
That's so funny.
Honestly, though, I don't know. Just the past year has been so good. My college experience, college was great,
Okay.
but just I like didn't make as many friends, and I just couldn't connect with people in San Marcos. And then when I moved to Austin, it was just like everything flipped. And I know it's only like a 30-mile distance.
Yeah.
But
it's a big
it's
difference,
a
though,
huge
yeah.
difference. And I don't know. I would just like say the whole year, if I can, of that.
That is great. Well, there's been a lot of exciting stuff for the past year, right? From the
Yeah.
video getting released to just everything happening, and it is a great community here of musicians.
Yeah, definitely.
With that positive note over the past year, should we transition to a couple songs?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And send in your questions online. We're going to do a couple songs because that's what we're here for, is to hear Darja perform. And then we'll ask your questions. So send them in. Let's hear Darja.
Okay. So this song is the one that I said I also write about things that I don't know anything about. And when I was I went to this workshop. It was a songwriting workshop at NYU, and they had us in groups, and like every 2 days we had to come up with a different song with a different group. And one time they were like, here are 3 titles, pick one, and write any, just like it needs to be related to the title. One of the titles was Cinnamon Sky. And everyone who wrote about that title was just like this like very beautiful love songs. But we wrote about, you'll hear it. Hopefully you get it. Some people don't get it, but if you just listen to the words, you'll get it. her mama nowhere to be found. First smoke at 13, a year later she started drinking. At a young age she had to learn, what you get is what you earn. Ain't nothing in this world for free. At the dirty age of 18, she's spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky, spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky. The junkies meet, rich guy for the night. I come back to bed, turn off the lights, yeah. At a young age she had to learn, what you get is what you earn. Ain't nothing in this world for free. At the dirty age of 18, she's spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky, spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky. Cinnamon had a child who grew up just as wild. Watched her mom on the corner, but they always warned her. At a young age she had to learn, what you get is what you earn. Ain't nothing in this world for free. At the dirty age of 18, she's spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Her pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky, spicy, bittersweet. Cinnamon Sky's the queen of the street. Pretty little lips with trouble in her eyes. She's a cinnamon Sky.
Cool, thank you.
Is he gonna get my note?
So this one, the last one, I think, is called 9 to 5, and that's the latest single. It's on Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff, but go just follow it on Spotify. Yeah, it sounds pretty different, this version and the online version, so check it out. My 9 to 5, just look at you here wasting your time on repeat, good morning, good night, never getting anywhere. Hands on the clock, so leisurely they tick and they talk. They tell you you've run out of luck, never getting anywhere. You know you've always been a go-getter, so what are you missing? You're always
stop me, I'm waking up. I'm giving you all that I've got. I'm waking up, I'm waking up. Dreaming is never enough. Don't stop me, I'm waking up. Giving you all that I've got. I'm waking up. Taking defeat, the same thing on rinse and repeat. These gray walls are all I can see. I gotta get out of here, out of my mind. Just wandering and missing the signs. I smile but you can't read my eyes. I've gotta get out of here. You know you've always been a go-getter, so what are you missing? You're always saying you'll do better, way better, so what are you waiting for? I'm waking up, dreaming is never enough. I'm waking up, giving you all that I've got. I'm waking up, waking up, waking up.
Thank you.
That is a good song. Thank you. It's fantastic. So now we're ready to start the movie. 9 to 5.
I'm not kidding.
I love it. And we had a question that came in online from Mia Merrick. Came in, so which is a nice lead-in after the song. Great question here. Any plans for an album in 2018?
No plans for the album.
Okay.
I do plan on releasing a couple of new singles. I just think in this day and age, people don't have the attention span of just like listening to full albums. And I mean they do, but it's like to like of artists that they know and love, you know. So for now, I'm just releasing singles. And speaking of which, I have a new song coming out in the early 2018.
Yeah.
It's called "How to Love." It's done. We're just like
Okay.
thinking of like marketing stuff, and you know, it's the holidays now, so I don't want it to get buried, with, you know, like with
All
Merry
the Taylor
Christmas.
Swift
yeah.
albums. Yeah.
Someone's like, I need a new TV. I can't focus on this.
Yeah.
Okay, not
Darja singing album or TV.
for Christmas.
Yeah. So no like full length albums, but definitely new music coming out.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited, and let's
Thank
give a
you.
plug for the album, the 45,
Oh yeah.
which we love. Yes. So, and how do they get a copy of? Well, how do they one? The Spotify is where is a good place to go to.
Yeah,
Right off the bat,
so
right?
Spotify is a good place to go to find my music.
Yep.
This is actually not on Spotify. It's exclusive.
Yes, and it is pretty badass.
It
It's
is
like
badass.
vinyl here.
Yeah, if you're a hipster and if you're in Austin, you are.
We know you got the record player. We know you got the LP
yeah.
player.
Yes.
But yeah, with this is just one single on it, but you have a download code
Okay.
for like to download all 4 songs,
Yep.
and
Well,
that's
that's
the
cute.
first body of work I've done a couple of years ago. So yeah.
And then we talked about house concerts. You were talking about that. So how would folks, if they want to book you, which I think get a chance to talk to a lot of hosts that want to do shows, and I think sometimes they're just not sure how to get started or how to approach an
Yeah.
artist. They just don't know that process. But you know, one, you all can see how approachable she is, and so the best way to reach you for doing a house show or to have you at a cafe or a business, what's
It would
the best
just
way?
be either my Facebook or email. You know how Facebook businesses, like it tells you what their response rate is, and
Yes.
like, well, I'm trying to have that at 100%, but like there's, you know, it's at 80 right now, but it's like a 2-hour wait, so you know, like just
80% is a 2. That is some bougie standards right there. 80% is 2 hours. That's like the pettiest person. Like I saw him typing and then he stopped typing, and then it took him 2 hours.
Well, it's
burn
also
his
like-
house down.
That's good.
It's also like weirdos sending messages and me not responding to that, and that
yeah.
like makes it drop.
Really, that drops
Yeah.
your. That's gross.
But then
You
I
should be
just
able to
respond
report
and
that.
block, and then I think like I've done my.
You
thing,
did
know?
respond. That's right. That's pretty creepy. Wow.
But yeah, so Facebook or email.
Okay. And then you do have a Texas run you're calling it, right? The
Yeah.
local tour coming up.
Yeah.
So how do folks find you? And then if they want to even book you on this tour, is that possible?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So we're planning it for February. I don't want, either February or after South by. But I don't want to wait that long.
Okay.
And they can just follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll post about all my shows, and there's website too, but it's all linked because I put everything in like bands in town, and then it just shows up on
nice.
Facebook.
Okay.
It shows up. If you like my page on Facebook, then you like me already on bands in town, which like notifies you if I'm in your area. So just do all of that.
Yeah. It really means
Got a
it
tracking
does mean
device
a lot.
on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bing, you are here, and so is she. Man,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Well, we're at the top of the hour, so
Okay.
let me just say thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah. Thank you
It
for
really
having
is
me.
a real
This
pleasure.
has been awesome.
Good. And those of you at home, thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're able to pop in, or if you watch this later, we'll post it up on YouTube. We usually post it about a week later, just because we got this huge staff of like 3 of us that works on this. But a shout out to New Standard Manufacturing as well. Has been one of our sponsors. They provide us with these really great shirts that we love. Reach out if you want one of these great shirts that are so cozy.
They're really comfortable shirts, though.
They are
Like,
comfy.
no shade. That is a
That's
very
right.
comfy tee.
So if you need merch, New Standard Manufacturing. And then let me go give this is a volunteer group that puts this together every week that we do this. And so Claudia Petrovka has been running the social all night. She's dripping over there in sweat.
And she makes our tacos.
Yes, and we get to have Taco
She's
Tuesday.
amazing.
So
she
yeah,
really is.
if you're in Austin and you want to come to the live studio, you can come down here and we have dinner afterwards. Benjamin Allen Levy, always incredible. Our producer, sound engineer. Mario Ramirez has been running the video tonight. Fantastic job, sir. Fantastic. So
Wait, didn't Ben also produce?
Yeah, Ben
track
produced
verse? Yeah.
Feed. Yeah, the first song that I played.
good shout out. That's right. Yeah. So there you go. Ben is the superhero of the group. So. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Next week we have American Dreamer, which is fantastic.
And be sure to check out the Nicole Wagner video as well.
Oh yeah, Nicole Wagner's up there on our YouTube page. Please subscribe. That's really does what keeps us going. Next week, special time. We're at 9 p.m. With American Dreamer. They're a large band, and so we have to accommodate sometimes to help our artists out. So it's a later show, but I hope you'll tune in and send us your questions. And then of course, we all love Becky Jo Neal, so thanks for hosting with us. Yay.
No one will hate me as much
Yes.
as I hate me. It's fine.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week with American Dreamer. Thanks everybody. Good night. See ya.